Is it Tia Clayton or Stacey-Ann Williams? NIESHA Burhger? What about SHANOYA Douglas? SABRINA Dockery? Tell me, who do you think is the top performing Jamaican female athlete? Re-rankings so far for the 2025 season. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. You hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, it would appear that Jamaica's Akira Nugent was on the ball and understood the assignment. I mean, she was able to accurately guess almost to the millisecond. Look, it's hard for me to explain. Just watch.
Okay, so what is Alexis 200-meter PR indoors?
23 something, 23 flat.
23? All right.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
A few moments later.
Stop.
Yo! Hey! You was close to that. That's crazy. Wow. Okay.
Listen, I've seen them try this with several athletes, Noah Lyles, Oblique Seville, to name a few, and none of these people were able to get it right. And Akira Nugent got it almost completely on the money. That's crazy. Anyway.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
So I know you've seen this one about Lisa Ray, that 60-meter that she ran at the Milrose Games, and Melaine Doggett, who ran the fastest 60-meter ever in the history for a 13-year-old. Now, I had to talk about this. You probably have heard other people talk about this, but I had to. I mean, people, these times are the times being run by pro athletes at this time in the season. These are insane times. I mean, I want you to grasp that one of these young ladies is 13, and I think Lisa Ray might be 15. I mean, these are insane times. 17-13 for Lisa Ray and 17-17 for the 13-year-old. I had to talk about this. Both these times are insane. They're insane. These are high schoolers. The 13-year-old has now the new world record for 60 meters in her age group. 17-17. There are senior athletes right now on the planet, pros, who are not able to run that. That is an insane time. I just had to say something about it because it's mind-bending. It's mind-bending. I would really love to hear your thoughts. Are you as impressed as I am with this 13-year-old as well as the, I think, 15 or 16-year-old? They're not like us. Anyway, yeah. Kendrick Lamar. Because we're not talking about music now, we're talking about track and field. And at the recently held Super Bowl, well, not surprisingly, Sha'Carri Richardson was featured in one of the major ads. Richardson was featured in the all-female Nike commercial. Always happy to see athletes, regardless of where they're from, making that paper. Big up to you. Okay, so let's get into the meat of the matter. Honestly, this idea came about when I viewed Fitzroy Dunkley. He's normally on Facebook. Does some great posts. Big up yourself, Fitzroy, if you get to see this. And he posted his top 10 female Jamaican athletes thus far for the 2025 season, which is still very early. We're not even halfway through February as yet. I don't know what's going on with me. But it was interesting, but I sort of reworked his list. And I guess maybe when he did his list, certain things had not yet happened. So I'm going to give you who I think are the top 5 performing female Jamaican athletes thus far for the 2025 season. And you will let me know what your thoughts are. Now, I'm basing this primarily on their placings according to World Athletics and what they've achieved. You know, and some extenuating circumstances like who they're running against, whatever. And I need you to understand that all these ladies are not running in one division. So they're not all 60-meter runners or 100 or 200 or 400 or whatever. So we're kind of mixing and matching. You let me know based on what you see here, who do you think should be ranked number 1 thus far for the 2025 season. So let's go. So let's first look at Fitzroy Dunkley's top 10. We're just going to look at the top 5, okay? In no particular, well, I guess this is his order. I guess for him, in at number 5 would be Joan Reid. 400-meter runner Stacey-ANN Williams would be number 4. At number 3, NIESHA Burhger. SABRINA Dockery would be at number 2. And Clayton would be there at number 1 for the 60 meters. Once again, note that his list might be a little dated, but we're going to give you my updated list, what I think is who's the number 1. I'm going to give you the top 5. You tell me if you agree, and if not, tell me who do you think should be at number 1 and why. So in for me at number 5 would be the 400-meter sensation, Joan Reid. Now, Joan Reid is currently ranked in the 400 meters indoors short track with a time of 52.01 at number 17 of the top 20 currently, according to World Athletics, for the 2025 season so far. Now, when she posted that time earlier I think it was in January, I think it was Arkansas, she did this. And of course, she represents Arkansas. It was a very big deal. It was like one of the top times in the world. But now she's dropped all the way to number 17. But don't count her out. So for me, she's in at number 5 thus far for the 2025 season in terms of Jamaican female athletes. In at number 4 for her run in the 300 meters at the Razorback Invitational would be Stacey-ANN Williams. She's currently ranked for that event at number 9. With that time, she ran of 36.92. And yes, remember, this is not the 400 meters, this is the 300 meters short track indoor. And she's ranked, as you can see here, at number 9 according to World Athletics for the 2025 season. Now, NIESHA Burhger, a name you should get used to. She represented us last year represented the island at the Paris Olympic Games last year, women's 200 meters, and made it all the way to the semifinals. She is in, for me, at number 3. Now, for the short track women's 200 meters, she's entered at number 4 with a time of 22.79 seconds. Now, I couldn't find the 200 meter run that she did. I couldn't find that run. But I do have here her winning the 60 meter dash at those invitationals.
Dixon got out best, but then Burhger, the 200 meter specialist, closed well. And there it is. Dixon again out well. We'll see if Burhger can close. Burhger now closing, and it is the 200-meter runner Burhger. Burhger wins the 2, comes back and wins the 60. She gets the sweep. That's a bit of a surprise.
So I may make changes at the very end of this video, okay? And I'll explain to you why I'm going to make these changes, but just bear with me. So that's NIESHA Burhger in at, for me, number 3 for the 200 meters. She's ranked number 4 in the world on the short track, which is a big deal. Now, I'm going to tie the number 3 with, yes, believe it or not, Tia Clayton. Now, I know that many of you are going to say, what you're talking about, my boss. Tia Clayton should be number 1. But for me, in terms of the rankings, and I'm going to explain the other extenuating factors, why I put Tia Clayton there in a few. But I'm tying her with NIESHA Burhger at number 3. Now for Tia Clayton, this is in the women's 60 meter thus far indoors for the 2025 season. And she's currently ranked at number 9 with that 7.14 run. Now I know some of you are going to say, how could you possibly put Tia Clayton there? But I'm going to explain at the end of the video why I tie her with NIESHA Burhger for number 3. Now in for me at number 2, and according to World Athletics rankings, over the 100 meters would be SHANOYA Douglas. Now according to World Athletics for the 100 meters outdoors, in at number 2 is SHANOYA Douglas with that time of 11.56. Now I know some of you are going to say, well, people have not run yet, but remember I said this is a ranking so far, according to World Athletics and according to me, this early in the season. It's extremely early in the season, so this clearly is going to change. So for me, with the run that she did, that time of 11.56, Douglas, although she's a junior, is in terms of to me, the second best performing female athletes thus far, underline that, for the 2025 season with this time and this ranking in the women's 100 meters outdoors. So by this logic, in at number 1 would have to be with a time of 11.39. Outdoors 100 meters would be, yep, class 1 young lady, SABRINA Dockery of Jamaica. So for me, she's the best performing Jamaican female athlete thus far for the 2025 season. And she's in at number 1 at 11.39 that she ran at the Pure Water, I think, meet earlier, very early in the 2025 season.
Starting, getting off, and SABRINA Dockery coming through to take.
Now this of course is my 2 cents. Listen, I can hear some of you screaming at me already. Now next, let me explain. For me, it was a combination of factors. As I said, it's very difficult to rank these young ladies against each other because they're all running in different events, right? 100 versus 60 versus 200 indoors, short track versus 300 indoors, 400 indoors. I mean, just all over the place. But I want you to bear with me. The reason why I had Tia Clayton all the way at number 3 and tying with NIESHA Burhger is NIESHA Burhger collegiately is number 4 ranked. And in fact, she's number 4 ranked in the world. Not just as a collegiate athlete, but 4 ranked all over the globe. Sorry, NIESHA Burhger is of the 200 meters. Please forgive me. Now, Tia Clayton is all the way down to, I think, number 9 with that 7.14. Now, what you have to understand is this. The reason why she's even as high as number 3 is because she was running against pro athletes. I think some of them of a higher caliber than even the collegiate students. But what you have to remember that World Athletics is ranking everyone together. They're not saying the collegiates over there. Maybe for the juniors would be a little different, but they're just saying everyone. So because she's dropped all the way to number 9, I couldn't put her at number 1. So I thought, given the fact that NIESHA Burhger is in at number 4, I would think NIESHA Burhger should be at number 3 for that 200-meter run, and her ranking, her current ranking, and people, this can change by next weekend. After the next meet, this can all change. But I'm just telling you right now, in my humble opinion, where I see them. So the reason why Tia Clayton is there is because she's currently ranked number 9 over the 60 meters in that 7.14. That's number 9. So we just have to be frank. There are 8 other persons ahead of her, 7 other persons ahead of her. So that's why I have Tia in at number 3. Now, it may be unfair advantage because there's not many other people running outdoors in terms of 100 meters. But SABRINA still has, as a junior, she has the fastest time in the world thus far at 11.39. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I would absolutely, you know what? I really want to hear your opinions on this one. Fitzroy Donkey, big up yourself. Really, this idea came from your post. I got it. I beat it, boss. I have to give credit where credit is due. Now, people, don't forget to check out our printify.com. I see a few of you purchasing merch. Thank you so very much for the consideration. Also, consider joining our membership. We're going to spruce it up very, very soon. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. We'll leave the Printify link in the description below. Your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up.